And we're back. Hello, folks. We have returned. Everybody's here. Yes. All right. So we had left off. Oh, I forgot to put my mask back on. Oops, too late now. Um, we had left off with everybody around the fire with Grumm having a little meal.
The storyteller unmasked.
Yes. Dun. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop over with Cecil real quick under the house. And then we're going to call it nighttime and you guys are going to go to sleep. But I wanted to address what Cecil might find out when he investigates this crystal before we
The
move
elephant under
forward.
the room.
Quite literally. So you are under the house, Cecil. What exactly are
sure
you
am.
doing?
Well, I've got a little thing. I'm trying to get into the most out of the way corner I can get to,
Mm-hmm.
away from people, but also where I can see them coming. I don't know what the stairs would be like, but under the stairs is my default in my head for where to hide
Right. That makes good sense.
and not be looked at, but somewhere like that. And I'm going to lay out a fine silk handkerchief from my previous tenure as the kept house guest. I'm going to place this thing on it, and I'm going to focus, and the arcane energy will bubble up into my eyes once more, and they will flash with the icy glowing blue. And I am going to make a supreme study of this thing using detect magic, recasting as often as possible. And I'm going to study it till my eyes bleed, I learn something, or someone comes and takes it from me, whichever comes first.
Okay.
This is brand new magic. I don't care about leaves. I'm addicted to this.
Yes. So you do a thorough study of this crystal, and what you find
I can roll
is
Arcana for you if you want, or we can
Please
just
do.
assume that I take a 20 on it, whatever is best for you.
Yeah, go ahead and roll, and if you fail spectacularly, we'll deal with it, but I don't think you will.
I'm usually pretty good. I'm a +7. So
Yeah.
And where is my result? Nope, that's someone else's result.
Gotta love D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah.
Please roll this dice.
27. Nice. Yeah. So I'm
Nice.
imagine you kind of like hunched over with
So
this crystal
if that's
on your
27, then that's a nat 20. So that's as high as I can possibly get.
Yo!
Woo! Yeah, success to say the least.
Locked in.
To such
Nice.
an extent that as you start to study this crystal, you begin to delve into the magic that makes this go. And it is so foreign, but it is like friendly foreign. It seems to be not that it has a consciousness, but as you study it, it doesn't seem to like lock itself down or anything. It seems to like open before you. And you start to kind of pull it apart and look at pieces, not literally, but metaphorically looking through what makes this thing what it is. And you get the distinct feeling that it comes from outside of what you are familiar with, quite literally. There is a foreign presence to this magic. And with that nat 20, you actually hear something in your ear. You hear a woman's voice, kind of low and a little bit crackling with energy. And you hear her say, oh, what does she say? Oh my God, my brain is blanking. She speaks to you, and it is not so much in words, perhaps, as more of an understanding of you get a sense of who made this, and it's a very powerful being. Divinity is not something you understand or have experienced before, but the power and the might and the ever and like the what's the word I'm looking for? The presence of this entity that made this, or what coalesced from this entity, is outside of your realm of understanding. It's just like, so you understand that you do not understand it.
And from there, all understanding grows.
Exactly. And it's almost a personal, like you almost feel a touch on your shoulder. And again, in that like low voice, not really saying words, but kind of speaking to you at the same time as you come to the understanding of, I don't know how this works.
That's
This
very
is
much what he
outside
wrote
my,
in his journal before of how do you describe a sound you cannot hear? How do
exactly,
you imagine a
exactly.
color you can't imagine? And that's what this is. This is beyond his normal perception, but he
Right.
wants it.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's just almost just out of reach. You feel like there is something that would let you understand this, but you just don't have the key to this particular lock.
And he wants it.
I need it.
Wants it. Like, again, Cecil is a few weeks of consciousness. All of his memories are in the last several weeks. But he has never wanted something until this moment.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's got to be a weird feeling of like, oh, I've always, anything that you needed was just generally given to you, and even
And
stuff
anything that I
that,
wanted to do, I could just generally, like prestidigitation by its nature can reflavor things, can make trinkets, can do small objects. Like magic has provided
yeah,
what the
exactly.
fact that he is a very pretty boy has not provided.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
now there's a thing that he can't have and that has never happened before.
Yeah, and it's this probably, I don't know, is it uncomfortable? How does that make him feel?
So as I've described before, that he, generally doesn't really listen to the, demands of his flesh prison. So he has, on occasion, gone without meals for, long periods of time, and he has that kind of a gnawing hunger. And
Hmm.
it's similar, but instead of being like in his stomach, it's in his chest, like behind his throat.
Yeah.
Like it's
Ooh, that's such a
almost
good
clawing
descriptor.
squeeze. Like it's something there, like it's crushing the air out of him, this desire.
Oh, that's such a good descriptor for want. But yeah, so after that, everybody kind of gathers together and heads to rest wherever they need to rest. Siltooth, where do you post up? Oh,
He's gonna be
gone.
right back.
Okay, cool. But yeah, everybody kind of goes to bed, and it's a quiet night at first, and then, like you had on the boat, your minds open, and Grumm, what do they see this time?
Hmm. Let's see here. So they are back in that cave, raining and very, very dark outside. The only way you can really tell it's raining is you can hear the rain and see some streaks of lightning. And Grumm is there. He has very long hair. It kind of sweeps down to his ankles. And he looks younger, very malnourished looking, underfed. Shackles on his wrists, and the shackles sort of trail outside into the dark. And he's sitting there, sort of looking around. And I think everybody will be there except for Syl. Syl
Mhm.
doesn't sleep.
Poor Siltooth.
Yeah, but as you guys kind of wake up in this dream, because that's essentially what happens, you're yourselves. You are present in this cave with Grumm.
Can we interact with Grumm?
Give it a try.
I think Mel is gonna say his name. She's gonna Grumm. She's gonna try and see if he.
Oh,
Okay,
he's got a dash for a second.
he's gone.
Thank
Dream
God.
over.
Okay. So you say his name, and he looks up at you, Mel. He looks like he has his hands over the fire, just warming himself. And he'll say, Philomela.
Right. She sort of looks around. Where are we?
And kind of turns and looks out of the cave hole, the cave opening, He says, "We're home."
Where's home?
Far away from everything you all know.
Do you miss being here? I assume we have the consciousness of this as a dream, right? Like,
Yeah, you kind of, like I said, you wake up
Okay.
in this dream, and so you have this weird like moment of where are we? But it's happened before on the boat, only it didn't have quite as much solidity. But now you're kind of like, oh, this is like a lucid dream kind of
yeah, I was gonna say,
situation. Yeah, you're
lucid dream.
aware, but you
Okay.
everything at the edges is kind of blurry and smoothed in a strange way. Like if you turn your head too fast, it all blurs at the edges. Except for Siltooth, because you're not sleeping. But everybody is
Womp
here
womp.
Ah.
in this cave. Yeah, womp womp.
Wait. Mel, Grumm, you can hear us? This isn't a
Can
dream.
I hear him?
Yes, you can.
Huh.
Seems like you're all here. Well, except for Silvertooth.
Womp womp.
I was under the impression that this was a dream, a vision, but we all seem to be tied here?
I think it still is. I don't think. Well, I don't want to say this is not real. It's
It's real
not
to
a.
me.
You look very different, Grumm. What happened?
I've always looked like this.
Well, out there you look very different.
This is not now. This is then.
What do I look like now?
Are you still the same height as you are, like,
Yeah.
as we know you? You're very big and muscular. You eat quite a bit. You have a strange. Does he still have a blue pattern on him right now?
I would say no.
What?
You have a blue pattern on you.
You don't have any hair.
No hair.
No hair.
I know all of you, though. It's very strange. He kind of stands up, and you can see one of his arms like moving, like pulling on a shackle.
Grumm, what are those? Who has you chained here?
Oh, these. Oh, as you say that, you see the rain starts to sort of dip into the cave mouth, and it's red.
Oh,
It's red.
It's red. You can feel like heat sort of blowing in from the cave. And he kind of Grumm like looks at you in a very sinister way. Remy. He says, "Oh, these chains have always been on me, as long as I can remember."
What do they feel like, Grumm?
They feel stifling.
Mel is going to try and reach for one of them to grab it.
Okay.
brave Mel.
He's going to go for it. He's going to try and grab one of your chains.
Okay, so you grab the chain, and nothing really happens at first. It's just regular chain. It's pretty heavy. It's got to be, considering even though he's malnourished and stuff, he's still much stronger than any human. You feel like a sort of pain after you hold on to it for a moment.
Do I
Sort of
notice the pain?
pulsating pain. Yeah, I'd say so. It's not like bad. It's almost like a sort of like a mild headache type
Oh.
pain.
I look at him and I try to yank it. I don't have a lot of strength, but I'm going to try and sort of not yank him, but yank it in, like from outside.
Okay. So you yank it, and there's actually some give. There's a little bit of give,
I'm going to continue yanking.
and you can hear as you yank it. Grumm is just sort of staring at you. His eyes aren't blue; they're like that black charcoal. And he's just staring at you. And
Do I
you,
sense any
Did
magic
Grumm's
to
eyes go
this?
black when he was in the battle rage?
yes.
Okay, so this is rage eyes.
I'm
Okay, I
going
would
to
like
say his name
tentatively-
again. Grumm, can you
I
hear
don't know.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sure.
But his eyes are still black. Oh, that's weird. Okay.
As you continue pulling on the chains, you hear footsteps and shuffling.
From outside?
Yes, from outside.
Okay.
And you can see the red rain. Obviously, you deduce it's not rain at this point, it's blood. It's sort of pooling into the cave. And Grum will say, Philomela, you shouldn't keep pulling on that.
Why?
And you all wake up.
That's exactly what I was just about to say. Thank you, Jay.
Come on.
Wake
Holy crap.
Siltooth, what did you do last night while everyone was asleep?
I think I was bonding with Split Lip, and then
Yeah.
I would occasionally like glance over at everyone else, see that their bodies were kind of like twitching weirdly, and just write it off. Think maybe like it could have been something with the weather. I don't know. It's been a while since I felt that. And yeah, I was just hanging out with Split Lip, keeping an eye out, make sure nobody was going through our stuff.
Split Lip seems very happy now that you have fed him guts and things, or you don't know if it's a him or a her.
True.
But anyway, it seems pretty content to kind of like hang out by you. And you feed it little snacks and stuff, and it still chews on your hands and whatnot, but you're metal, so it's all right.
I start showing it gold coins, and I like set one out somewhere, and every time it goes to grab it and brings it back to me, I give it a treat.
Yeah, so you start to train it how to snatch coin. And that's
So
when
basically, this thing is a boo now, and you are like,
the sun
Split Lip and
starts
Siltooth.
to rise. You see the sunlight coming in through your windows, falling across your pillows, awaking you all to the day. Now, Rasmus said he would be reappearing, or he would come to... He had told you he would not be coming with you to the temple, but he would come by.
just as a point of information, Cecil does not go to bed, but he does go to sleep.
Oh, so he just sort of...
He stays with the thing until he collapses from exhaustion, because even whatever he is has limits to how long he can stay awake at a stretch.
Yes,
Oh.
so we find
Wait.
Cecil like...
Wait, I feel like
passed out.
if I'd noticed he wasn't, can I just roll to see if I noticed if he wasn't there?
Yeah.
Hold on. I guess maybe perception.
Yes.
All right. 19. Oh, which is the same as mine.
Yeah. So I think you do notice that Cecil is not like in a bed. But he would pretty much be like passed out under the house underneath the stairs essentially. So yeah, I think it's one of those situations where everybody kind of got into bed at intermittent points and didn't really like realize like, oh, where is everybody? You know what I mean? So as everybody kind of comes to, gets out of bed, kind of collects themselves in the morning, you guys realize that Cecil is not amongst you.
I think I didn't bring him inside, but I did put a pillow under him.
Oh.
Aww.
It's very muddy now.
Oh
I
yeah,
wish I could
100%.
say
It's
this was
ruined.
the first
It
time
is
it's happened to me.
ruined.
Yeah. Cecil is also very muddy. But the sun has risen. I think you guys kind of foodle about. There's some boar left over for breakfast. There's some like oats and things that are appropriate for snacking on for breakfast in like a cupboard. And then, oh god, where is he? Where did he go? This map is too big. Rasmus! There he is. If.
Oh, I was going to say if it's pretty obvious that Cecil's missing, I think that's probably going to be the first thing I'm looking for because I'm afraid he's dead in a ditch somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So you kind of realize.
Say it one more time, Tor.
I said that is a half truth.
In a ditch, but he's not dead. So
I have to admit, if Remy is looking, I'll probably tag along out of guilt. Not that I had anything to do with this, but
Right. Like,
Yeah,
you shoot,
so
it's very kind.
start looking for old Cecil. Give me some quick investigation checks, and we'll see if you think to look under the house.
Perfect combo for this.
It is.
In fact,
You guys
I
are
think
good at this.
I'll help us shoot.
nat 20.
Oh, he doesn't even
Oh.
need it.
And as soon as you step down off of the stairs that lead up to the elevated house, you catch a sight of that blue crystal glittering out of the corner of your eye underneath the house, and you immediately see Cecil like curled up next to it with a pillow under his head.
Oh, he's over here, Remy.
Oh, you found him, Ashun. Thank you. And then the moment I see him with that freaking crystal, man, smile falls. And I'm gonna, I guess, crawl under the house. to
It's
get down
tall
there
enough
with
for you to
Cecil?
stand. You don't have to
Oh.
crawl. You might have to duck your
Okay.
head a little bit because it's on stilts.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't have to like crawl on your hands and knees to get under there.
Gotcha. Then I will go over there, take the crystal first, and then try to wake Cecil gently. Cecil, it's time to wake up.
Or his eyes open, his hands reach out for where the crystal had been.
Yoinking that shit, man.
And then it snaps open and he's scrambling in the mud.
Cecil, were you the one that went through my bag for this?
But I
Were
need
you- This is exactly why we shouldn't be messing with this. You don't need it. What were you doing with it last night?
I was listening to the voice.
And what did the voice say to you?
It's not in words, at least not words that I can comprehend. The tune is different. It defies my notation. I don't know how do you describe a sound that you've never heard?
Maybe it's not a sound we were meant to hear, Cecil.
Are you not from the priesthood? Isn't your entire meaning of life to hear the sounds of the divine?
Those sounds were not meant for us, Cecil. So let's leave it where it is. We do not need to hear everything that the God, All-Father, makes. So let's leave it alone for right now, and we'll come back to it, okay?
He didn't make this, she did.
Who?
I don't know her name. I can't talk to her yet. You keep taking it away from me when I'm trying to find out how to talk to her.
Cecil, we don't know if it's dangerous. If you crack the code on this, if you give her access to yourself, it could kill you. So no, I'm not going to give this back. At least not until we know it's safe.
How are we going to know if it's safe if you won't let me look at it?
We're going to the temple.
Do you know how to stop?
Well-
So we're going to go to the temple where presumably she lives, as opposed to letting me look at the thing that came from there, which probably has a much smaller part of the thing that you're really afraid of. Just so we're all clear on what's happening here.
You say that? Did you say this part loudly? Like, do the rest of us?
He is very loud. Like borderline toddler tantrum, you took away the toy. / addict, you took away the fix. chain me to the radiators kind of shit going on here. Like,
Cecil, one look at this thing had you asleep in the mud under the house.
no, that was not one look. It was 6 or 7 hours.
That's not safe. That is not healthy.
If I was looking at something that you made, some kind of arcane thing that I already can understand, that I can write out, you'd have no problem with that. If I'd taken Shun's dog and was looking at that, you wouldn't say anything, except, well, Shun would be mad. Shun doesn't even like me looking in the direction of the dog, but...
Perhaps if you
But
looked
the
at it
fact
for
that
6 or
this is
7
something-
hours.
This is something new. This is something unique. This is something that no one has ever seen before. This is a song that defies explanation. This is a color you can't imagine. And I just barely have enough perception to understand this. And why won't you give it to me?
Because look at the way that you're asking for it, Cecil. This is not normal.
Because you keep taking it when I'm in the middle of something.
How about this? This trip is going to take quite a bit of time. While we're walking, when you're with everyone, where if something happens, you can still be safe, you can take a look at it. But in the middle of the night, where no one knows where you are, where anything could go wrong and you could be badly hurt with no way to get help, that's not the way to do this.
I found it, and I studied it. I didn't take it.
You found it.
And I think at this moment, while this conversation is sort of being shouted, Rasmus strolls up and he says, "Oh, what's under the house? Interesting. Is that a pillow?"
Yeah, Cecil slept under the house last night.
Ah, interesting choice, but to each
I was
their own,
busy.
I suppose. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. He kind of nods at you all, kind of looking around.
It's certainly
How
morning.
did you sleep?
Slept really well.
Good. I'm
That's
glad to
fine.
hear it. Yes, oh, Siltooth, you have one of the, we call them nibblers.
I did have a question. Sorry.
Oh, yes?
Do we all not for Rasmus? I meant
Oh.
as like to the
Oh,
group
above
as
the
a whole.
table,
Sorry,
yeah.
I had above the table question. Did we all remember the dream and we're just not talking about it, or is it something that we forget when we wake up?
I think you
As
remember
both
it.
are cool. I'm just curious.
I think you guys would remember it. It's just, I feel like Cecil being missing was more pressing for Remy than the strange dream.
It's fine. I
Yeah.
just figured I'd ask.
It's a good question.
I want to know how to react later.
There you go. Yes, so Rasmus approaches and asks about the pillow and then says, "Never mind, I don't want to know." So today, the temple, I would ask that you go and investigate and see what I have, well, see my proof and perhaps identify and find some things even I was not able to find. Taishin has offered to lead you to the temple. But again, I must stay here. I'm afraid I cannot come with you.
Right. Okay.
Sorry, above table again. Has he told us why he can't come
He
before
just
I
said
ask
he
a
was
stupid
busy.
question?
He just has stuff to do. But if you want
Yeah, I
to
thought it
question
was
him,
like-
go for it.
Yeah.
He's the leader of the community stuff, is what I took from it. But
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cecil also doesn't care. So there's that.
there you go.
Well, I mean, I just think it's a little. Oh, okay. Let me rephrase this in a manner that is more less accusatory. Why can you not come with us?
There's simply many things I must attend to here. I was gone for about a month. Sea travel is not the quickest in the world, but it is one of the safer modes of transportation. But I have to attend to supplies and make sure that those are all, if we have enough for the next month, etc., etc. there's quite a bit that I must attend to.
And
Does he
you
look
have to
like
do
he's
this
making an excuse?
today?
Feel free to give me an insight check, Mel. And I'm sorry, what did you say, Shin?
Oh, I said you have to do this today. I mean,
Yes, it's like I said, it's been about a month that I've been gone, and there's quite a bit that, well, loose ends along the line of making sure that everyone's getting along and just all sorts of things. I could list it for you, but I really
no.
don't.
I mean, maybe we should wait until you're available then, because this is a temple to your god.
I think. That is where I heard her. That is where I gained these. Well, it's not where I heard her first, but that's
Where'd you hear her
I
first?
heard her voice. About 7 years ago.
I don't care when, where.
He kind of looks at you. It was out in the wilds.
Do you hear her now? Can you still hear her?
Sometimes, when she deigns to speak to me. But I hear her when she does.
Do you hear words, or is it just feelings and impressions of meaning?
Sometimes both. Words are less precise than feeling and impression, I feel. And that is generally what I hear from her. But her voice has a particular quality. It's electric. Woogie, woogie, woogie.
I couldn't hear the words.
What do you mean?
I could hear her, but I couldn't hear the words.
He straightens up. You heard her? Where? How?
Well, one of those rocks that her tears, the stones that you gave us.
Oh, the crystals. Yes. Yes, and you heard her through there.
She was in the big one. I only found one, and I was only allowed to have it for a little while, but I could hear her.
Remarkable. There are more crystal formations near the temple. Perhaps we can, well, not we, but to answer your question, Shun, about why can't we just wait? Well, there's sort of a time limit when it comes to starting a revolution after the death of an emperor. As Mel has said, there is a power vacuum, and I would seek to have it opened and given to all rather than it be claimed by another.
Fair, I guess.
Wait,
Plus, I'm not
Sounds
waiting
got a
anymore.
22 on the inside.
I'll go with Stilltooth, and we'll go find this thing.
22?
You guys are going to hang around here and do nothing.
Yeah, with that 22, he's not lying. He's being honest. He's not making excuses. He's just being honest. He got stuff to do.
I think we can handle ourselves.
I think
Wait.
so too.
but Cecil, you actually heard a voice, even if you couldn't understand it?
Have you ever experienced nonverbal magical communication? Not quite ascending, but similar. It was
Okay.
impressions. It was like how if you're speaking to someone who doesn't speak the same language as you, and you can kind of muddle your way through kind of communicating something with hand gestures and, from what I've observed, yelling loudly in your own language at the person who doesn't understand it.
That's what I do.
And you think
But
this is actually a goddess talking to you? I just want
I
to.
don't know what
I'm
one.
not.
It is magic, but it is not magic. It is something else.
Okay. All right.
Rasmus is nodding as you say this, Cecil. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted you to understand. It's not the weave as we know it. It's not, and he kind of gestures and actually casts prestidigitation, and like some sparkles appear in the air. This is not the same. And that's why it's important that you understand, that you see it for yourselves, that you hear it for yourselves, and know that I am not bullshitting you, to put it colloquially.
She's real.
And how are you sure you're not putting us in danger?
I'm not. But I have faith in all of you.
Mo sort of presses her lips. She's not going to say what you wanted to say.
I understand that this is a ask of me, quite literally, to send you off to the jungle, to this temple. And if you truly do not wish to go, then I will not force you. But I believe there are answers there, and that you may be able to find them. Some of them, at least. And if you cannot, then we will discuss sending you home.
Well, guess we better get a move on.
I'm ready to go.
Let's do it.
All right. Well. Yes, supplies. And he hefts a bag off of his back, sets it down. Water and a map. Tyshan is a remarkable navigator. He grew up in the wilds and has quite an understanding of how to get around in dangerous wild places. So he will be primarily acting as your guide. But I have a map and water and rations and bandages just in case. And he starts like looking through the bag like a mom, packing their kids' sleepover bag, like, okay, well, or a trip bag, like, you got your snacks and you got this. And then he holds the bag out to you, Grumm, and says, I wish you all the luck in the world, and that when you return, we will be able to understand each other better. And he gives a nod. Now, are there any other questions before I get to it?
Not at all.
Not for me.
Not for me.
All right.
Do you have any more of these crystals?
Not on me, but you may find one at the temple, or near to it, at least.
When are we leaving?
And he wishes you all again good luck and heads off.
Once Rasmus is out of earshot, I turn again to Cecil. And just to be clear, this voice that you didn't understand, did it feel kind? Or do you think it was... Did you get any sort of, like, manipulative vibe or condescending vibe from it?
It was really lonely.
All right.
That was what I got the most out of anything else.
Okay.
It's been by itself for a very long time.
Cecil, as long as you handle this crystal when you're with someone else, I'll let you have it. But remember that we also need it where we're going, so be careful with it. Please don't lose it.
He holds out the silk handkerchief that he had laid on the ground and wraps it up and tucks it in next to his own crystal. Carries it inside of his doublet.
Yeah, then you guys kind of collect yourselves, and then a couple minutes later, oh yeah, do go on.
If I can find a quiet moment when nobody is actively looking my way or actively, in the general area, would I be able to find a time to get over to where the coca leaves are?
I think as you guys are gathering yourselves, Tyshan appears. Oh, good morning. I need to go over some safety with all of you before we get going. And he kind of goes on this like droning, like, watch where you step. There's lots of, blah, blah, blah. You do have a moment to like sneak away.
Perfect.
Keep
'Cause
your
I
arms inside the trail at all times.
Yes, do not pet the animals, etc. Yeah, but you have a moment to sneak away. And you don't have to go all that far before you recognize a cuckoo leaf bush.
Oh, the bush itself. I was going to grab the ones that were drying, but even better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There are the ones that were drying, and then there's a couple of bush. Like they seem to just grow naturally here.
Which one is more potent, the dried version or the I would know, right?
You would know. I think the dried. Usually, the way it is consumed is dried, crushed, and snorted, or up the pooper. But yeah. So dried is generally more potent. But I don't think you've ever had a raw one, like one plucked from the bush. So
Okay.
you're not 100% sure, to be honest.
If I see him heading towards where the druns are drying, can I try to roll perception, see if I notice him heading that way?
Are you going for the dried ones?
I was just about to say that it sounds a lot safer to go for the wet ones.
Okay. So Remy kind of splits off as Taishin is talking to all of you guys. And like I said, you don't have to go far before you see one of those bushes. But with that 19 Siltooth, you probably do notice, which is, but I don't know anything about human biology. Hashtag wet ones.
Well, no. If you want to roll a stealth to see if I
Oh,
passively notice you.
yeah. Let's see. Oh, a 19.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
I can still. Let me see. I'll try and roll just to see.
Rollies.
I didn't notice a damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
Remy, you're off and sneaking.
I mean, I'll grab a pretty good amount, put it in my bag. Maybe act a little bit careful since apparently I dropped the crystal at some point. I'll
Yeah.
carefully make my way back to the group.
Okay, so everyone, Taishin has given you all the rundown about, don't go towards certain trees because that's where the drop monkeys are, etc., etc. And it's basically like, all right, we ready to go?
I'm ready.
Gonna move
Alrighty
on.
as well.
All right. And he is going to start leading you through the jungle. As you guys go, a couple people who were in Freedom kind of like wave as you head out in this little group. And you start making your way through. I'm going to ask for a group survival check, but it's a low DC because you've got a guide.
Two things here really quick. I'm gonna cast mage armor.
Okay.
And does anyone not have armor that would like to have mage armor cast on them?
My own casting, but thank you.
I have armor.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
sick.
pretty good. Yeah.
Okay.
I got a 12.
12,
14.
14,
4.
10, 4,
My.
That's well.
and a 12.
Nice.
All right. It's like I said, it's pretty low DC because you've got your guide. Taishin seems very at home in the jungle. He, just kind of like swats a couple bugs away. Like he catches a bug and eats it. Lots of protein in these,
Oh, let me try one. Hog them all to yourself.
Yeah, and he catches another one and hands it to you, Grumm.
Hey,
It's so tiny in your big fingers, but you slurp it down. Yeah, and so without too much difficulty,
Slimy,
you guys...
yet satisfying.
Slimy, yet satisfying. Without too much difficulty, you guys start cutting through the jungle. It's hot, it's wet, it's damp, it's loud. Sort of the same vibe you've been having the whole time you've been here. But as you make your way through, it starts to, the ground starts to tilt, it goes down a little bit and then it comes up. You come out of this valley, so those tall cliffs on either side of you fade away, leaving nothing but trees for miles and miles. But as you crest a little hill, you see the top of the volcano. And then you are much closer than you had been the previous night. But it does take about, maybe 5.5 hours with Taishin leading you. So you left right around sunrise, or maybe a little bit after sunrise. So that we'll say that's like 6:30. So you guys approach right around noon when the sun is highest above, and you see as the trees start to melt away one by one, revealing a new map, which I will get to in a moment. Revealing this ancient, dilapidated, overgrown temple stairs.
Yo.
Let me summon you all to this map. Or let me get your little guys out. Excuse me.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. Oh, where is everybody? Oh, linked. Doi. Cecil. Siltooth.
I still need to be let in, by the way.
Yeah, I haven't gathered anybody yet. I'm still getting your little guys out. No.
We're still waiting on the GM.
Waiting.
Have a wet one while you're waiting.
Have a wet one while you're waiting.
Waiting.
Summon players to this board. Okay, let me just assign all of you guys real quick.
Oh my god. What are these things we're downloading? Sneak peek.
Excuse my high-pitched noises. There we go. This is Shun, so that needs to go to Arden. Grumm needs to go to PJ. And Remy goes to Ryan.
Yeah.
Almost assigned him to myself. Okay, so Taichin pauses as you guys enter this clearing with this massive... Oh, I forgot to put the crystals down. Damn it. Pretend there's crystals around. This little incline up to this massive temple. It's overgrown, falling apart slightly, but still has a lot of like gravitas to it. Gravitas isn't quite the right word, but drama perhaps. And Taishin kind of pauses and he goes, well, there we are.
Everywhere you go, there we are.
Nicely
It is-
made too. Though.
Oh, thank
It
you.
is.
Mm.
You know what? Remy agrees. It is beautiful.
It's something, isn't it? You know, we think it's been here for almost 13,000 years, 13 centuries. Maybe a little longer. It's kind of hard to tell. Lots of stuff is missing.
Speaking of, the area that you found the book in, it was remarkably well kept for being so old. Where was that?
Ah, we found that in what we think was sort of a guard outpost. This accent is killing me. It's very bad. Inside of a chest down near the top.
But if this is a temple, there has to be some sort of area for storage, a library, something like that. Were you able to
Indeed.
get very far inside?
No. It was just me and Rasmus, and frankly, the two of us just weren't enough to take care of everything in here, even with his... He kind of wiggles his fingers and makes lightning noises.
Oh yeah, those jazz hands.
Yes, it's important, you know? So it's a dangerous place. But Rasmus seems to think you all can handle yourselves, and I'm inclined to believe him, so...
I suppose we'll find out.
Indeed. Excuse me. Stayed up way too late last night. I was reading. Come on. He starts to lead you towards the temple.
Sick. Does any part of this look familiar to me?
Give me a history check.
Religion?
A religion check.
Yes, finally, my plus 11.
Plus
That's
11
27.
comes into play. Yeah. You recognize some of this architecture. It looks In some of the books you've read in your particular position, you have seen illustrations of temples and other things, and these books that you were reading, by the way, were contraband. But you do recognize this architecture as being local to the air to where it's like it's not unfamiliar, but it is very old.
Gotcha. Remy's going to start info dumping. Just the most like minute detail about temples you've never wanted to know. He's going to start blabbing that the whole way up there.
Blah 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 blah. Yeah, and so the stone they used was generally considered blah 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 blah.
Cecil, for his part, gets waylaid by one of the big crystals.
Yes, it is, and there is. Excuse me, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, and there is a big crystal. We're just going to pretend that there's one growing kind of near the door.
Okay. Wherever it is, that's where I'll be.
All right, go. Yeah, so there's one of these big old crystals.
Oh, gentle
let me
Jesus.
slap one of these bad boys in here.
Are there any symbols, sculptures, pictures, something visual?
As you approach, you start to see that not only has this temple been overtaken by nature, it looks almost as if something worked hard to eradicate any indicators of what this temple was for.
Interesting.
Like there is around the arch that to the entryway, there are relief carvings, but they have been blasted. Anything, you see the occasional shape of like a figure, but whatever, like the upper half is gone. It looks like people literally were like chiseling out or possibly even using magic to eradicate the symbology of this temple.
Wow.
Do I see anything valuable around? Or valuable looking?
A lot of rocks. There are those crystals, but you don't see any like anything other than rock and jungle, really. Stone to build the temple. There's some iron, but it's pretty old and rusty.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you don't see any valuables lurking.
The crystal that Cecil is going to, I want to try and see if I can hear the voice.
Okay. So do you approach?
Yes.
Yeah, as you get closer to this crystal, it seems to like resonate and kind of ring, almost as if it's been struck by something.
Gotcha.
So the closer you get, the more it kind of like kind of hums at you.
And Cecil's at it right now, right?
Yes. And Cecil, you hear this as well.
I have one hand on the one in my pocket, and the other hand I reach out to touch this one.
You feel as you touch it, it's like when somebody who's been static electricity, zap, and your hair kind of stands on end for a second. It's not painful.
Like
you
one of
don't
those,
take any damage. Yeah, like a hand buzzer kind of thing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I chew through the pain and kind of hang on there.
It doesn't actually hurt. It's more of like a wah kind of feeling rather than actual pain.
But yeah, no, he basically just spends some time while they're looking around to try and get in touch with the voice again, if he can. If this is indeed the same, or if this is just the material, not actually the presence in this crystal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like there's a difference between a lump of quartz and a crystal ball.
Right, exactly. What are you doing, Remy? Are you trying to... How are you trying to, like... Are you interact with it, I guess I'll say?
The first thing I want to try and do is just put my hands on it and see if I get any sort of, like, feeling from it, other than the static that affected Cecil.
Yeah, you get that too, and your hair kind of frizzes a little bit.
Okay. Do I get anything else?
You hear that humming sound, and you kind of feel like you have studied religion and the divine, and usually when it comes to that, there's some sort of supplication or reaching out that is done to sort of draw the god's attention. Is that's
Mhm.
that's an idea that might filter through your brain?
I don't especially feel like I want to supplicate to this god. So what I'm going to try and do instead is I am going to try and reach out and use my hands and my own connection with my god to cast identify and see if there's
Okay.
any information I can get there.
So what does it look like as you cast this spell?
It looks like the parts of my arm that is exposed, a soft yellow light kind of glows through the filigree on it. There is, again, a very gentle glow from underneath my mask. And then I'll reach out and put both of my hands on it again to see if there's anything else I can get.
As you touch it with that particular, in that way, you again are shocked a little bit, but then you are dropped and you are falling. And you realize, it takes you a second to realize that, no, the ground didn't crumble out from beneath me. This is a mental thing. And you feel like you're falling, and then it feels like someone is scooping you up and holding you gently in a hand that seems to crackle. It is like spiky almost, but it's not spiky in the sense of like, oh, I'm laying on sharp rocks. It's like zapping into you, but it's not painful. And there's this very gentle sensation of something holding you. And again, it's different from what you have experienced with your own stuff.
Right.
And then you hear this kind of feminine voice saying, "Find me." Did you hear that, or was I too quiet?
No, I heard it.
Okay, just checking. And then you are back on your feet, standing in front of the crystal.
I am immediately going to stumble away from it, shocked. The way that the voice spoke to me, is it the way I've been spoken to in the past?
It is, but it's a different voice.
Cecil, I heard the voice. You were right. There is something on the other side.
He is incredibly alone.
We need to get inside. We have to find out more.
Taishin kind of crosses his arms and nods as you say you heard the voice. So you heard her too, huh?
Can
Cecil
anyone?
squeezes the stone in his jacket
Mhm.
and looks smug, but otherwise says nothing.
Can anyone
Well,
hear the voice? Can you?
Only if I'm interacting with one of them crystals.
This is fascinating. I've never heard of a god that's so open.
Yeah, it's and he kind of itches his chin, and then kind of brushes his hand across those scars on his chest. She has a way with making herself known.
Did she hurt you?
No, not really. It's a long story, but this is from her, yeah. And he spreads his arms, and you see again the scars running down his arms as well.
Fascinating.
One hell of a way to show devotion.
Yeah, well, at the time it wasn't so much devotion, more of like saving a life, or two lives.
What do you mean?
Well, that's not my story to tell, is it? You'd have to ask Rasmus about that.
Okay. Anything we should watch out for inside?
Oh yeah, lots of traps. We did take care of a lot of them in the beginning. There was some spike traps and some other things, but we, like Rasmus said, we didn't get too far in before we had to turn back. So keep your eyes peeled. There's a lot of distraction in there. I'm losing this accent so much. Keep your heads on a swivel, eh? I'm going to stay out here and keep the doorway clear.
Thank you very much, Taishin. That's very kind.
Yeah, well, you helping us out, so it's all I can do, huh?
Okay. Is there any like scraps or like pebbles of this like unrefined crystal around?
Yeah, there are some. They seem to like. It's almost as if it's not like they grew here, but it's kind of like they grew here. They almost appear to be like impact points more than anything, and there are some small ones embedded in the ground.
If there's one I can pry out, I'm putting a raw one in my pocket just for the
Oh
record.
yeah, you can dig one out of the mud, stick it in your pocket. It's probably about this big.
Catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Save it for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Well,
So
no time like the present.
Taishin kind of posts up next to one of these crystals. He pulls out a book and kind of settles against the wall and starts thumbing through the pages.
Can we see what the book is?
Yes, it is. As you are looking at it, it appears to be a romance novel.
Nice choice, Dyson.
Well, you know, all of us are a little lonely, and it soothes the ache a bit, yeah?
Well, Remy's ready to get inside. How about you guys?
Cecil, who's never read a book, doesn't have an opinion.
Yeah, Grumm's gonna step
Yeah.
through the entrance.
All right, let's do the thing.
Okay. Through the portal you go. And that is actually where we're going to call it today, simply because if you guys got into the dungeon, oh, it's not a dungeon, it's a temple, but if you became embroiled in something and then suddenly we had to quit, I would hate for that to happen. So we're going to call it here today and pick up next week where we left off, right at the entrance of the temple. So thank you all so much for joining us. Yes, before you roll initiative. Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all next week.
See y'all.
Bye.
Thank you.
No.